Welcome, beloved. Keep this temple clean. I made some homemade like ginger tea or ginger, you want to call it ginger garlic puree, pure organic honey, apple cider vinegar, organic ginger, of course. And this is the finishing product. I forgot to take a video while I was blending it, but you wouldn't have heard me because the blender will be making noise in the background. So my ingredients are, make sure it's organic. If you don't have organic, just buy what you can find in your supermarket, but organic is best. So pure organic honey, and the honey you can put as much as you want in the blender depending on your taste, but I would recommend maybe just two. This is a 12 ounce, so this is a 12-ounce glass jar, so I would advise you maybe 2 tablespoons of honey. And then when you're ready to make your tea, you can add more honey if you need to. But anyway, honey, apple cider, organic vinegar, ginger, and garlic. I've already blended this stuff so you can't see the garlic. You chop up the ginger into little chunks, of course. Put the ginger in the blender, the NutriBullet. Put the garlic in there. Of course, you're going to peel the garlic. Of course, take all the peeling off of the garlic. So put the ginger in the blender, the garlic, 2 to 3 tablespoons of this, about 2 tablespoons of honey, and you blend it till you puree till it looks like puree, and you're done. Now when you have the cold, the flu, congestion, or like in my case, I don't have any of those, but I'm trying to get off of coffee. But I also love tea. But I don't like those store-bought tea with all the different flavor, because nowadays you don't even know what's in those flavor. They call it raspberry flavor. Who knows what in those things? So I like my tea a little bit flavor. So this is how I make my tea. I just boil me some hot water on the stove. Take a tablespoon of this, put it in the hot water, stir it up, and sip it. I tell you what, if you have sinus issue, it clean up your sinus. It deal with the headache, the cold, the flu. It just, the mucus begin to flood, come out of your nose, come out of your eyes, tear it. I mean, it's perfect, and it's all pure, it's all organic, it's all raw. And you keep this, prefer a glass, a bottle, and you keep this close up, tighten, and keep it in the refrigerator, of course. And don't put any dirty spoon. Like for instance, sometimes we have a tendency of taking the scoop of spoon and put it in our mouth and then put it back. Is it called double dipping? Don't do that. Use a new spoon, a clean spoon, every time you have to dip. Otherwise, this will go bad real fast, because the bacteria in your mouth does not belong in here. It belongs in your mouth. That's why it's there. Correct? So this is a new something I just sat down and thought about it, because I love ginger tea. Sometimes I use the ginger, the pre-packaged ginger tea from the Chinese Korean place, but it's all full of sugar, and it seems like it just only have ginger flavor. So I said, why don't I make my own? And you can make this at home. These are all the ingredients bought at your local store, your local farmers market, your local health organic store, and just put it in the blender. Just blend it 2 or 3 minutes. It comes out. I have another ingredients. I have another recipe. I will make that in another week or two. Today's what? September 3rd, 2019. I'll make another one in a week or two and share that with you guys. And there's 2 ways I usually blend this. Sometimes I will blend this in the blender. It comes out kind of dicey, like chopped up or dicey. I like that look also. And sometimes I puree it and it looks so smooth like this. Let me see if I can show you a teaspoon. Hold on. You have one hand, so you have to put the camera down and come back. So this is what it looks like. You can just take, I think this is a tablespoon, right? It looks big to me. It says tablespoon. So you can use one of this, depending on the size of your teacup. Like I like a big, my teacups are like a 8 to 10, sometimes 12 cups. I like big teacups. But if you have small, maybe or half of this, half of the big. If you have a smaller, maybe 6 or 8 ounce teacup, maybe a half of this. But it all depends how spicy you like it. This is in a jar right here. See how nice and thick it is. It's a little lighter, like almost watery, like in the little bowl, because what was left in the blender, I put a little bit of water and shook it up and put it balanced in here. But the actual stuff is a little bit more thick. Sorry for the camera moving around. It's a little bit thick. And you just put this in your, just boil some hot water. Take a scoop of that, put it in there. That's it. Now, if it's not sweet enough to your taste, you can add a little bit more honey there. No sugar. Add a little bit of honey. You'll be good. All right, let me know your comments, your suggestions. Let's share some recipe. It's time for us to awaken and keep this temple clean. We can no longer depend on the big pharma and them, because they're trying every way they can to poison and kill us. How some of us are still alive is by the mercy and the grace of God. Let me pray for you. Father, All of those who are watching, you know their individual problems, their needs, their aches, their pains. I'm asking you to touch them right now, from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. That you will touch them and manifest your name as the healing balm of Gilead. Begin to heal them, spirit, soul, and body, and flush out every sicknesses, disease, discomfort, and infirmity. May you flush it out of the system in the name of Jesus. I want to hear your testimony, and I want to hear your recipes and your ingredients. So this is my ingredient. I don't know. I have to find a nice name for this. Help me find a name for this. So it's vinegar, apple cider vinegar, organic honey, organic ginger, and that's it. And garlic. How could I forget garlic? All raw. There's nothing cooked. It's raw. Put in the blender and blend it. And it's just for tea. Put in some hot water. You sip it. Winter, summer, spring. It clears out your nose, your sinus, your bacteria, the mucus. It clears it out real good. Now, if you want it more spicy, you put as many teaspoons of this in your hot water as you want. The more you have, the more it will be hot. But it's very hot and spicy, very pungent. But it's good. Those of you who have husbands and spouses, well, when you're sipping this, no kissing for a few weeks. Unless you like garlic breath. I'm just kidding, or am I?